Thank you, John. You know, in the lead up to this summit, we've had just about every organization on the planet has put out a position paper. Every cause everywhere is mobilized to say we need more money, we need different policies, blah, blah, blah. All of that's good. We need all of that. But I thought it would be useful to just take a couple of steps back. Before the goals, before these so-called MDGs, was the document that actually defined what we were trying to do. The goals were simply ways to measure how well we were doing that. And the document that actually defined the destination was the Millennium Declaration. And the interesting thing about the declaration that the goals somehow seem to have forgotten was that they were based on values. When was the last time in any document about the Millennium Development Goals you heard these words? Freedom, equality, solidarity, tolerance, respect for values, and shared responsibility. That's what we were trying to achieve, and the goals were simply benchmarks on how well we were achieving them. The declaration starts with a statement that it seeks to give all men and women everywhere the right to live their lives and raise their children in dignity, free from hunger, free from the fear of violence, free from oppression and injustice. And it promises that, or it recognizes that democracy and participatory governance based on the will of the people best assures these rights. When was the last time in any MDG document you heard those sentiments? And are they just sentiments, and why should we bother with them anyway? Shouldn't we just focus, given that we have 5 years left, on more money, quicker action, accelerated plans, etc.? Here's why we should actually go back to the values. Every single entity that's done serious analysis of where we're meeting the goals and where we're not has come to the same conclusion. Where the difference between achieving the goals and not is always and everywhere about democracy, about human rights, and about governance. And it doesn't matter whether you're an organization dedicated to child rights, or your preferred cause is fighting climate change, or whether you're about structural poverty, or whether you're about maternal health. We're not going to achieve any of those, and we're certainly not going to achieve the goals if we don't return to people the right to determine their own fates and to have a say in the policies that affect them. And achieving that actually requires organizations like the ones you see here. This thing we euphemistically call civil society. Civil society, unfortunately, is completely forgotten in the outcome document for this summit. It barely makes passing mention. And yet, without civil society, we're simply not going to make the goals. Here's what we need from this summit. Of course, we need every global leader to honor the commitments they've been making. That's given. Of course, we need them to hold each other accountable. But above and beyond all those, we need them to commit to ensuring that civil society has the freedom to exist, to express, and to engage in every UN member country around the world. Because that freedom is under serious threat, right here in the United States, right here in North America, and in every continent that humans live on. At CIVICUS, the Civil Society Watch Program, in the last year alone, tracked 75 countries that have passed legislations or new policies that hamper civil society's freedoms to exist. So my plea to you is that whatever it is that is your reason for existence, whatever cause it is that you're passionate about, equally you need to ensure that you're playing that role to ensure that civil society has the freedom to ensure that what you're doing can actually happen. Thank you.